Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Today has not gone the way I wanted it to go. Tottenham 2, Newcastle 2. How are you? To just hold on to the win, Newcastle, man. So wasteful today. So wasteful. Come on, man. I swear down. So irritating. Newcastle should have put Spurs to the sword in the first half in the first place. It shouldn't have even got to this situation. But unfortunately, we are here. And 2-2 Spurs versus Newcastle. So many opportunities Newcastle had to win this game. Put this game to bed. You know what I mean? Joe Linton early in the game hitting the post. But Spurs weren't really doing anything. There was a cross from Kudus. Bergvall with a little flick went over the bar. But other than that, it was all Newcastle that first half. All Newcastle. And then in the second half, what is this, man? What is this? How many chances? Murphy missing his chances. Do you know what I'm saying? How many corners that Spurs had, that Newcastle had, that they didn't score from? Like, it was all Newcastle. Do you know what I'm saying? Murphy had another shot block. Livramento on the volley could have scored as well. Didn't score that opportunity. It's like, bro, the game was there for the taking. These men were here for the taking. And they just didn't have any... They didn't have that clinical edge in the final third, and it was so irritating, man. I wanted to see Spurs get put to the sword. You already know what time it is, man. I don't care. I ain't got no love for them guys. You know what I mean? But then, Gordon gets he absolutely runs through the Spurs team, runs down the wing with a cross. Bruno G with a great goal, and much deserved for Newcastle. The goal was coming anyway. They were peppering Spurs anyway. And then Romero comes out and scores, and then you get the penalty from what's his name, Bentancur holding down Dan Burns. Yeah, I'm saying like I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was doing. It was a pen. I was celebrating. I was like, yes, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. You know what I mean? Dagger. I seen the Spurs fans complaining. I see Deji complaining. I see all of them bitching and moaning and crying, saying how it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. You know what I'm saying? You go up 2-1, and then what is the defending for the Romero bicycle kick, man? What is that defending, man? What is that defending? Horrendous defending. And the thing is, the bicycle kick, the bicycle kick by Romero from the corner, it wasn't even fast. Like, it didn't even have a lot of pace on it. Yeah, but then you just see Ramsdale, man. This is what I mean, bro. Thank God he's not at Arsenal anymore. Like, what kind of save was that? There was no power on it. There was no pace on it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like, how are you not, great goal by Romero. Can't take nothing away from him. Do you know what I'm saying? He stepped up when Spurs needed him. Fair enough. You know what I mean? He got the goal back into the game. But it's like, bro, that bicycle kick was slow motion, bro. You got to be saving that Ramsdale, man. You got to be doing better. But I'm sorry, Newcastle have got no one to blame but themselves. The way that you guys, you're dominating, but there was no clinical. They weren't clinical enough. You know what I mean? Just weren't clinical enough. Murphy, way too wasteful. He's just too wasteful in front of goal. Waldemade, I think, the striker, another one as well, not clinical enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Not clinical enough with his opportunity as well. Barnes as well. Joe Linton at times, wasn't at his best today. Joe Linton wasn't at his best. He was decent, wasn't at his best. Lewis Hall, listen, I'll take Lewis Hall at Arsenal, bro. I think he's a top left back. Top left back, bro. He was cooking Kudus. Absolutely cooking Kudus, man. Cooking him. But it's like, come on, man. Like, the game was there for the taking. Spurs weren't really offering anything. They were creating most of their chances like they always do from the wide areas. Like, they weren't really doing anything. Do you know what I mean? They weren't really doing anything. And it's just like, bro, just finish the game. End the game. Put the game to sleep. You know what I mean? Put the game to bed. It is what it is. Obviously, Gordon comes on, gives them that extra boost. Elanga gives them, a bit more, a little bit more speed. I don't even know why they didn't even start with Anthony Gordon. I didn't know why they didn't start Bruno Guimaraes. Obviously, he took his goal well. But it was just like, yeah, man, there was no bite in their attack. You know what I mean? Clearance after clearance. Spurs, sliding all over the place, making blocks. It's like, bro, put them to the sword, man. We would have had a great meltdown session today. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Newcastle, man, you robbed us of a meltdown session, bro. It is what it is. But then you go to the Man City game, and that game, bro, what is going on? Defensively, what is going on with Man City? What is going on with Man City, bro? The link is in the chat for anyone that does want to jump on and have their say. But what is going on with Man City, bro? Like, you guys are cooking, you know, early doors, doing your thing. Yeah, I mean, start the game off. Haaland hits the post. You know what I mean? Foden is back to, you know, Foden back in form, being all over the place, linking up play with Haaland, you know, and then Doku with a cross into Haaland, goal. You know what I mean? Doku, bro, we need to talk about, you know, Doku's much improved this season, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people clowned him when he first came to the Prem, me included. But you know what? Yeah, the guy's improved a lot. His decision making, his passing. Do you know what I mean? He's a way more effective right now. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, got to give praise to Doku, man, because he's become very important to this Man City team. A player that used to get a lot of criticism for running all over the place and having no composure in front of goal. And then, you know, Smith Rowe with some space in the box, but he had his shot saved. That was a really good save, to be fair. That was a really, really good save for Smith Rowe's shot. Then you get Haaland playing the ball through into Reinders. Quality finish, composure. Reinders is a baller. Very good composure. They're up 2-0. Man City are cruising. And then you get Foden, yeah, I'm saying, with an absolute rocket. Yeah, I mean, outside the box. Top goal, man. Top goal. Foden just purring. You know what I'm saying? Just playing really, really well. Top goal by Phil Foden. And then City losing the ball aimlessly, trying to play out from the back. And then there's a cross whipped in, and Smith Rowe with the header scores, and it's 3-1. And all of a sudden, it's looking rocky now. You know what I mean? And after that, you know, Doku passes it to Foden, makes it 4-1. Doku wins the ball and then smokes it into the back of the net, makes it 5-1. You're thinking, okay, cool, 5-1. You guys, easy days. Nah. Second half, capitulation time. Iwobi, edge of the box. Nobody closes him down. You know what I mean? Chukwueze, 2 goals. Nobody closing him down. One of them, the goalkeeper's punching it out from the corner, from a corner. And then you should have, bro, are you punching it straight back up to Chukwueze? It was poor, man. It was poor defending, getting pressed at the back, losing the ball at the back. No awareness from the defenders at the back. It was bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. And it was the defending. Nobody closing down Iwobi. Nobody closing down Chukwueze. Where's the midfield? Where's anybody closing them down? You're not even close. You're letting them set. You're letting them set the shot and fire it. It was poor. I can't lie. It was poor. You know what I'm saying? It was poor. Like, some really, really good goals. But at the same time, who's actually closing down their man? Who's closing down the shooter? Who's closing down Iwobi, Chukwueze? Do you know what I mean? Who's closing it? Who's closing these guys down? Nobody. You know what I mean? Emil Smith Rowe allowed to just be in the box. Nobody picked him up. He was unmarked. All these decisions, all these goals, nobody, do you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. And then at the end, when it's 5-4, Man City with a last-ditch clearance off the line. You know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy game. And yeah, man, City, listen, if you guys are going to win the league, man, you can't be conceding goals like that. Well, regardless, you know what I mean? You can't be conceding that many goals, you know what I mean, and leaking that many goals. It's just, yeah, that just, yeah. I mean, you conceded 2 goals against Leeds with a lack of concentration. You conceded now 4 goals against Fulham. These are the things that are gonna, you know, you're gonna drop more points. You're gonna drop more points playing like that. Obviously, Man City you've gotten away with it against Fulham and Leeds, but when you go up against better opposition, if you're defending like that, or playing out from the back like that, then bro, it's you know what I mean? 6 goals in 2 games against Leeds and Fulham, that's not good. That ain't good. As much as we can give praise to Doku the way he's playing, obviously Haaland goes without say. You know what I mean? Foden getting his goals, Reinders playing well. Even though we could give props to a lot of these players, it's like defensively, there was a lot of mistakes there, man. A lot of mistakes there. You can't be allowing players to be getting the ball edge of the box and have time to just, you know, blaze a shot in the top bins and have all the time in the world to set and shoot. So Man City, that's what they got. That's what they got to improve, because the last 2 games they've been very sus defensively. And eventually, that's going to catch up to you. That's definitely going to catch up to you, man. You know what I mean? Good teams won't concede that many goals against you. We do need to defend better. Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, who knows from here? Our defense, I think you meant could get better. Yeah, but it's definitely something that needs to be improved, isn't it? Because I can't lie, like the opportunities landed to Chukwueze today, the time that Iwobi had today, that weren't good. That weren't good. The fact that Emil Smith Rowe was completely unmarked on in the box. That also wasn't good either. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones, man. It's one of them ones. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you got the 3 points. You're putting pressure on Arsenal, which is why, you know, the result didn't go in our favor. It would have been great if you would have dropped points. Now, obviously, you're 2 points behind Arsenal. Obviously, we need to see if Arsenal do the job, which I expect them to do against Brentford. We better do our job. We got to now. There's pressure now. You know what I mean? We got to win the games regardless. Regardless of what the rivals are doing, we got to get over the line and win anyway. Let's just be real. Arsenal should not be fooled by City trolling. They still have to win. This is not funny to Arsenal. Bro, the thing is, I'm never writing City off, innit? Just because of what they've done under Pep, bro. You can't write them off. But, bro, you know what I mean? Love Doku knew he would cook when he joined. Fair enough, because I was one that I was criticizing him, bro. I think Doku before was very rash. You know what I'm saying? I think the criticism that he got before was definitely warranted. But then, you know, we have to keep the same energy. If we're going to criticize when a player's bad, we have to give praise when a player's actually playing well. And he's been really good, man. He's probably been, like, Doku and Nico probably been the 2, I would say, biggest, like, revelations, especially Doku. You know what I'm saying? But Nico as well, holding it down. Obviously, you guys have still got Rodri to come back. I'm not sure when Rodri comes back, which is obviously going to make your defense a lot better. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm saying here, Rodri's back 7th of December. You expect when Rodri comes back that your defense will be a lot better because Rodri's he's a baller, man. Do you know what I'm saying? The guy's a rock, you know what I mean, in front of that goal. So as soon as Rodri comes back, yeah, it's long. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But at the same time, lately, City's defense has been very rocky. Very rocky. City has won the league multiple times in a row by nearly losing. Man City has never won the league convincingly. This is what we do, lads. Welcome. This is why I don't write you guys off. You know, I talk honestly about your club. Like I said, defensively, you guys all over the place. But, you know, to be 5-1 up, was it 5-1 up? And then, you know, to allow them to get, you know, another 3 goals, that's not good, man. That's not good. You know what I mean? Where are the people that said Fulham were going to win tonight? It's mad. Deji said they were robbed. Look at this guy. He doesn't even believe in his team and his manager. Now he's talking about robbed, you know. Now he's talking about robbed. If anything, this keeps Frank in the job longer. We're all Romero tonight. Yeah, bro, he can stay there. They don't mean nothing. They don't mean nothing, but I did want to see the meltdown. If buts maybes, I do absolute City 2 points behind, bruh. Yeah, bro. We'll see in it. We'll see. We'll see, man. I'm just, you know, each game at a time. Big up Northside. Man City almost threw away the game again, but they held on 5-4. It was a crazy game. Now to Arsenal, they can't afford to drop points tomorrow. It's a big game for Arsenal. And this is why I said, this is why I was disappointed and frustrated against it for the Chelsea game. Because you see, Man City just go quietly above their business, bro. They go about their business quietly. They just get their business done, bro. You know what I mean? And this is the problem. So when we're dropping points to Chelsea and Sunderland, now you start to see where it starts affecting. I know we still got the game tomorrow, but you know what I mean? We lose that game or we drop points. You know what I'm saying? It ain't looking that good. They're currently right now, they're 2 points behind. You know what I mean? If we draw tomorrow and drop more points, yeah, I don't expect us to lose the game, but if we drop more points, then they're only 3 points behind. This is how quickly things start turning around. And this is why I'm so critical with my team when they drop points. Yeah, I mean, blatant corruption from Newcastle, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, bro. The funniest thing is Deji thinks his Spurs are back. That guy is bipolar in his support of his club. Well, because Spurs got back into it against Newcastle, he thinks his team is back. I don't know what he thinks his team are back at doing, bro. Like, they're poor. They're really, really poor, bro. Really poor. You know what I'm saying? Hey, big up Omar, bro. We won today now. I swear we won today. I didn't see the final score. I saw it was 2-1. You know what I mean? We won today now. I swear we won today. I didn't even check. 3-1. There you go, man. 3-1. You get me? 3-1. Big up Barca, man. Big up Barca. We will get better. I know that. Pep will fix it up. History tells us. Well, that's why I don't ever write him off, man. Exactly, bro. I'm the same. For all I know, my club could get cooked by Sunderland. Yeah, man. Everyone just got to keep doing their job, bro. Because, yeah, this is the pressure's back onto Arsenal. Back onto Arsenal, bro. We need to be winning every single game. I don't want to see no more draws, man. Bro, I think if Man City don't fix their defense, then we might get something from them. We'll see, man. We'll see. Do you know what I'm saying? As much as, you know, we can say, yo, today they've not been good, and they weren't good against Leeds as well defensively. You know, they're getting over the line, bro. They're getting over the line. Do you know what I'm saying? They come out of a tough period of losing to Newcastle, losing to Bayer Leverkusen. You know what I'm saying? But before that, they were on a run. They beat Liverpool, Dortmund, Bournemouth, Swansea, Aston Villa, Villarreal, Everton, Brentford. This is the thing. City can go on a run. That's the thing with them. You know what I'm saying? They'll go on a mad run. That's the problem with them, man. You know what I mean? They'll drop points and then go on a mad run. You know what I mean? Big up Omar, man. Big up Paris Mandem as well, man. You know what I mean? 5-1 up, yeah? Embarrassing if we drew. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. You think Arteta will rotate your next game, no? Listen, I think, I don't know, man. I think he might rotate, not fully the way that I want him to rotate, but I think he'll rotate a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think the way that Arsenal looked so drained against Chelsea, I think he's going to have to rotate. Most of the time he rotates when he's forced to rotate, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's going to fully rotate. I still feel like Saka's going to start and players like that still going to start. I think he'll rotate maybe 1 or 2 positions. Facts, don't sleep on City. They have an elite manager. AFC has super duper Mick. Big difference. It's the thing, man. Doku's been doing his thing, bro. Doku's been doing his thing. I can't even lie, man. He's been doing his thing. The amount of times I see him creating opportunities for Foden or for Reinders or for Haaland, like his decision making's got way better and a lot faster. And when he's direct as well, a lot of times he creates opportunities for him to score. Like today, he scored again. Like you see him impacting the game all the time. I think from the game, from when you guys was it the Newcastle game? I think it was the Newcastle game. Was it the Newcastle game? Yeah, I think it was the Newcastle game. You know what I'm saying? From that performance, bro, he's been hitting different levels, bro. We need to put pressure on the shooters, especially the midfielders. It's mad, bro. Nico G is our only 6. We have no other Cover and Rodri injured. Also, Nico G is knackered. We need Rodri or buy Anderson ASAP. Yeah, well, this is the thing, isn't it? And this is what I'm trying to avoid with Declan Rice, because we at Arsenal, we've been playing Declan Rice into the ground. And I don't want him to get fatigued, man. You know what I mean? The season's still long. There's still a lot to go in the season. Do you know what I mean? There's still a lot to go in the season. So, yeah, man. It's one of them ones, bro. It's one of them ones. What's this? This will be the first time Arsenal playing with the idea of City closing the gap. This is what we really have to see. Arsenal mentality. We'll see, man. We'll see. Do you know what I mean? There's still a big question mark on the mentality. Yeah, Arsenal turned up against Bayern. We turned up against Tottenham. But we didn't pass the test against Chelsea. So there's still a big question. I mean, the question mark was going to remain until we win a major honor. Let's just be real. You know what I mean? The question mark's going to remain until we win a major honor. That's just the reality. If it can't be worse than this, we will be better next time. I think it's mentality issue, but it'll be solved quick. I just think it's lapses of concentration as well. I get that Nico G's been playing all the games, so you know what I mean? He's probably is fatigued, but at the same time, bro, it's like it's lapses of concentration. Like nobody is anticipating, you know what I mean, when players are running into the box or players are getting space at the edge of the box. Somebody's got to close him down, not just Nico G, but the midfield's got to help him as well. Do you know what I'm saying? The midfield's got to help him. You got to defend as a team. That's what Arsenal do. You know what I mean? In terms of defensively, we defend as a team. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't see no team defending. Where's Bernardo cutting in to defend? Where's Reinders cutting in to defend and help out and close the angle? Where's Cherky? You know what I mean? They got to help out Nico as well. You know what I mean? So, big up Northside. Our attack was firing today. Was firing shots today, but our back four is absolutely sus. Yeah, man. It's mad. It's absolutely mad, bro. Absolutely mad. Hey, my Barcelona brother, what you saying, man? You good, yeah? ¿Qué pasó, familia?
Hey, listen, man. My captain just performed a man in the match performance and then came back to stream, bro. Like, you know, priorities out here, man. Performance today. Turn up in the big games. You know what I mean, right? Big game performance. You know what I mean, right? Some players are going missing. You turn up in the big games, right? But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I am absolutely over the moon, man. Like that was a big win for Barcelona, bro. Like our biggest win. of the season, bro. We have not won any big games. We just went top of the table this past weekend, literally a few days ago. We played against Alaves. And then today, big game against Atletico Madrid, who are on a 7-game winning streak. They haven't lost a game in the league since August 27th. That's literally at the start of the season. Right? And despite all of that, we cooked. We cooked, bro. And this is the thing. I said this a few days ago when I was talking about like Barca in the Champions League and Barca in the league. They are two different teams. I am more confident with Barcelona in the league than I am in the Champions League. And today proved it. Today, in a big game like this, against the Atletico team that we're firing, we turned up. We turned up and we won. And today, more than anything else, what the game proved today for me is the importance of Rafinha. People always like to talk about Rafinha and they always like to, say whatever when they want. But I've always said this. For me, Rafinha is a representation of what I want in this club. You know those players, Northside, that you want to represent the badge. Players that you know they want to be here. It's not about the money. It's not about the fame. It's not about it. Every game, they play out of their skin. Rafinha was that player. Last season, under this manager, he proved it. He proved it in the big games. I was always like one of these people where I was like, listen, Rafinha doesn't have a 10 out of 10 every game. But one thing I can never question about Rafinha is his commitment. Rafinha is committed. The guy is committed. He's one of the best players, bro. Right? And for me to sit there and I was watching this game and I was like, bro, when he got that equalizer, I was like, brother, this guy is my captain and no one else deserves the armband. No one is close to him, bro. No one is close to him. He got the goal. We got that second goal from Dani Olmo, and now Dani Olmo is injured. Apparently, he dislocated his shoulder, so he's out. Great. Another injury to the team. Yay. And then we lost, what's his name? Who was it really? We actually didn't lose anyone, thank God. But Yamal, again. Big game. Big game. And you know what's worst about this game? It's not like he got pocketed, bro. He wasn't even pocketed. He actually was good. He was actually doing well against his fullback. My guy just didn't know when to finish. My guy didn't know when to pass the ball. He didn't know when to shoot. I'm like, bro, what's going on with this dude? It's like, bro, this guy just peaked after last season, bro. He just got that number 10 and he just got to his head. I'm sorry, man. Not good enough. Not good enough. But Pedri, bro, I'm gonna be very real, man. I am not hearing any. I swear to God, bro, I don't want to hear any more talk about Pedri anymore, bro. All these people trying to talk dirt on my player's name. Look at Pedri today in this game, bro. Look at the difference between this game and the last few games, bro. Having Pedri, if Pedri was in the game against Chelsea, I genuinely think we would have won that game. That's how much of a game changer this guy is. That's how much of a game changer he is, bro. And my goodness, look at in a big game like this, bro. He turned up. Like we just talked about De Jong and the fact that he doesn't turn up in big games. Look at Pedri today. That's the definition of a top-class midfielder, bro. It does it when it needs to be done in the big moments. What a performance, man. And I'm so happy because I'm like, bro, our run right now, we have to play Betis, we have to play Villarreal, which are both going to be tough games. Villarreal are currently third. They are actually, I think, 2 points behind Barcelona? So they're actually in the title race too. So we're playing them in a few weeks away. And Betis have been cooking. They just beat Sevilla away. So they're going to come with a lot of confidence this weekend. And Real Madrid are looking awful, bro. Man like Kylian Mbappe, bro. They literally Kylian Mbappe or bust, bro. Like if Mbappe doesn't turn up, nobody turns up. Man like Vinicius, bro. He's just lost his groove, man. My guy lost the Ballon d'Or and lost his form, bro. Never found it again, right? Man like Jude Bellingham, right? This guy, man. They try to compare him to my midfielder, bro. Don't ever insult my midfielder like that ever again, man. They're not in the same league. Okay, man like Bellingham was quiet. I was literally watching the game against Girona. I'm like, bro, Girona, bro, relegation. 18th in the table is Girona, bro. 18th in the table is Girona, man, and you can't even turn up against them.
Lee's gonna be upset. You better call him. You should call him.
Oh yeah. Listen, man. Listen, Lee's gonna have to hold smoke, man. He's gonna have to hold smoke, man. Nah. Because listen, man, I've been hearing like, listen. Do you know what the phrase I've been hearing recently? It's lonely at the top. That's all the Madrid fans have been telling me recently. Lonely at the top. Well, you're right. It is lonely at the top. I am on top right now. Okay? And I'm looking down on all you ants. Okay? And you know what's crazy, right? Man like Dave, I'm in the group chat with him. he's been crashing out. He's apparently one game away from being Alonso out, apparently. He's like, yo, one more chance and I'm done. Yo, I'm telling you, man, the crash outs have been epic. I've just been having this. You know what I have to start doing now, Seth? I gotta start doing what you've been doing. I need to start reacting to the crash outs because the crash outs have been too beautiful. Man. I'm just like, bro, I'm on my timeline just watching YouTube. I'm like, bro, YouTube is just beautiful, man. I just go, man. So many content creators just to watch, just seeing the crash outs. See, man, like Dave, bro. Dave started his streams, bro. Already have like 6K views in 2 minutes. I'm like, bro, you know these people were waiting for the crash out, bro. We all know, man, like Dave, man. And Sam.
They're waiting for his demise, man. They're waiting for his demise. You better watch out. They're waiting. Hey, imagine, imagine, yeah. I land in Barca, yeah, and then this year I celebrate winning the league. My first year in Barca.
Listen, man. Listen, we will be there. We will be there. The parade will be nice, right? We'll be enjoying the parade.
Everything.
You got to take a picture of the. If you see Rafinha with the title, just send it to Lee with Rafinha with the title, man. Be like, listen, man. Literally, trust.
I'll be at the parade, bro.
What place is Northside in? You feel me? Yeah.
I'll be at the parade. I'll be at the parade saying, "Why is Lee hiding? He's hiding. He's been hiding in Spain. We can't find him." Lee, come outside. Come
outside,
bro. When we win the league, yeah, I swear down, yeah, I'm gonna be sending for Lee, bro. I'm telling you, I'll be sending for him.
Oh yeah, you better, bro. We will always send him. I'll be sending for everyone. You see, bro, I'm telling you, man. Yeah,
I'm telling Lee, yeah. I said, when's the last time you seen a parade? I'll be there in the top bus. You know what I'm saying? Like this. What you saying? We're gonna cook him all summer, bro. We're gonna cook him all summer.
Oh yeah, bro. Listen, him and Dave, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. Listen, I'm gonna be real, man. This Madrid fans, they talk so much, bro. Like, bro, like I'm like, yo, do you guys have any self-awareness? Are you watching your team? I'm like, bro, do you realize your team can slip up anytime? Because you guys, when Mbappe doesn't play well, you guys are dog shit. Seriously, I'm not even taking the piss, bro. Watch Real Madrid when Mbappe is out of form, when he's been pocketed. How quiet they are. Like. And when your man is quiet, I can at least look at other players. I'm like, bro, when you guys when Mbappe is not performing well, everyone and dude, I'm just sitting there watching these guys. Dude, they're blaming everyone, right? They're blaming everyone. Everyone's like, Mbappe came in and all of a sudden our performance went down. He's a cancer. He's the problem. We were winning Champions League before he got here. I'm like, oh my days, man. I'm enjoying this. It's beautiful. Bro, it's crazy how things can change in a week. Bro, I'm telling you, this week, around this time last week, when we lost 3-0, I was getting absolutely hooked on, bro, I couldn't be on YouTube, bro. All of the Madrid content creators were all making videos about me, right? Laughing at me, sending me texts. Bro, it's crazy how things can change in a week, bro, because you've lost, guess what, bro? Your chain has been taken. We stole your chain, bro. You walked in, bro, we picked up your chain. And right now, we're going to hold on to this chain for another week. How about that? And they're playing Bilbao tomorrow. Listen, Nico Williams, man. Nico Williams, what masterclass, bro? And I will have a great start to my week, man. Listen, we will be here. We will be here.
We will definitely be here, man. We'll definitely be here. Did you see any of the highlights for the City game or the Spurs game? Did you watch any of it?
So I saw the City. I didn't watch. I think the City game was happening during the Atletico game, so I had to go and check the highlights. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, Northside. If Arteta doesn't win the league this season, bro, he's never gonna win it. He's 100%. Never going to win it. I don't care what anybody tells me. Because here's the thing, right? City are better than they were last season. Liverpool have fallen off. Chelsea are in and around the area. But here's the thing. Even as good as City are going forward, City are still vulnerable. They're still beatable. You understand what I mean, right? They don't have that invincibility complex that Pep Guardiola always had. I feel like that is gone. You understand what I mean? That invincibility that they always had, right? And because now that is no longer there, I'm looking at this Arsenal team. I'm like, bro, you guys are playing the best football I've seen from this club since Arteta has been here. If you guys don't do it now, it's done. Because they were 3-0 up, right? And somehow, some way, they messed it up and they ended up nearly bottling the lead. I'm just sitting there watching this, and I'm sitting there just watching these highlights like, bro, these guys are actually terrible defensive. What happened to City's defense, bro? These guys are just leaking goals every week.
They conceded 6 goals in 2 games, bro. 2 against Leeds and now 4 against Fulham.
And they conceded in the Champions League twice, and they conceded twice against Newcastle. What was the last? Bro, Donnarumma, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Donnarumma's looking hella fugazi over there. I'm like, bro, you just won best goalkeeper in the Champions League, and bro, you're already doing this. What's going on with him? Like, it's crazy.
But at the same time, he's getting exposed, bro. Because every time, that Chukwueze had space and Iwobi had space, nobody's closing them down. And I hear what the City fans were saying in the chat. Yeah, they were like, "Yo, like Nico's exhausted, innit? Because Nico's playing every minute because Rodri's out, innit? So I hear it, I get it, but at the same time, it is what it is, man. Like the other players around got to do more to help him, innit? Like they got to drop back and help him defend, bro, or at least close down the man. Do you know what I mean? Like Reinder's got to help, Cherky's got to help, Bernardo's got to help. You know what I mean? There's no reason why they can't make them, close down the angle. Make yourself big. Just don't let him shoot. Just block the shot. Nobody closed him down, bro. If you see the Iwobi goal, nobody closed him down. He had time to bring down the ball, slap it. Chukwueze, the same thing. The goalkeeper flapping at it, punching it out. Chukwueze gets the ball. Nobody closes him down. He sees the angle, smashes it in the roof. It's like, it's basic defending, bro. They're switching off. They're switching off, and their attack is cooking, bro. Foden's playing really well. Got a brace today. Haaland scoring goals. Haaland got an assist as well for the Reinders goal. Doku scored as well. So their attack is actually...
Their front attack is really cooking this season. I can tell. Doku has fun. I feel like Doku this season, he's finally learned how to finish. That's what I used to tell people this.
Finishing, bro. Even the passing. Like, if you see, every game I keep seeing him picking up players, he's picking up Foden, he's picking up Rand, he's picking up Haaland. He's actually putting it on the plate. The other day when Foden had a load of chances, it was given to him by Doku, bro. Like Doku, his IQ's actually gone up. His decision making.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what's funny? I used to talk about this when it comes to Doku. I said, with Doku, I see the talent. This brother is so quick. He's good at dribbling. His control is good. The only things that is terrible about him is his decision making. If this brother learns how to make his final decisions on time, whether it's passing, whether it's shooting, I'm telling you, this guy would be one of the best wingers in the world. Easy.
He's improved that this season. When I've watched him, and I've watched quite a few City games this season, he's actually been cooking. He's actually been creating a lot of opportunities. You know who they're calling for now? Yeah, that they want to get rid of. The Savio, bro. Savio's the one.
Oh my days! That's honest guy, isn't it?
They're onto Savio, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Savio is a La Liga player, man. I don't think he's.
That's what. See, I said, I feel like he's just not. He's not made for this league, bro. I don't think he's made for this league, bro.
Brazilians don't usually do well in the Premier League, bro. We got to keep it 100, man. Like the best Brazilians we've seen in our lifetime, to be honest, Northside, right? In our lifetime, right? How many of them actually? Most
of them were La Liga.
La Liga, Serie A. Let's be real.
Yeah,
because here's the thing, bro. And that's why I'm like, bro. I'm always like, when every time I see a Brazilian go to Premier League, I'm like, oh God, man, no, please. I'm like, oh God, no, please, man. Because it's like, bro, in the Premier League, it's all about fast pace, tactics. You know what I mean? Like everything is everything is controlled. Whereas in other leagues, they're given more freedom, right? Like you look at Anthony at Batiste. Over there, he's a completely new player because over there, he's given freedom to be himself, to be Brazilian, to do whatever. Like over there, they actually employ you to be yourself. Whereas over here, when you're a fancy player trying to do dribble flicks and tricks, everyone's like, he's doing too much. He needs to pass the ball. He needs to be more. You know what I mean, right? Rather than just letting the guys be. And I think with Savio, when he was in Girona, bro, oh my days, this brother was one of the best wingers in La Liga, bro. Easy. I remember I wanted him at Barca. I was like, bro, I'll take him at Barca. Easy. But I think that he could do a job at Atletico on a Simeone.
Well, maybe you could get him in it because if they're trying to get rid of him, you could probably go in there and get him. I know you guys want Alvarez, in it, the Atleti striker, but you kept saying that you needed rotation for Yamal. So
I would definitely take him for rotation, 100%. He's one of those players. I would sell him. I would sell Ferran Torres and get him. To be honest, I would sell Ferran Torres and get him because he will bring some, and also he's kind of like a mini Rafinha. He's got that Rafinha in him. Like when I used to see him in the league, bro, at Girona, dude, he had that directness. That directness was ridiculous. Whereas that's why I'm like, bro, I don't know, man. I feel like under Pep, because this thing with Pep is. I don't trust Pep with ballers, bro. I'm gonna be real. I've said this in my lifetime, right? And when I say ballers, I'm talking about players that you let these players cook. Not talking about, because obviously he's managed ballers like Iniesta, Xavi, yes, right? But when I'm talking about ballers, I'm talking about those players that you have to give them special kind of treatment to get the best out of them. You understand what I mean, right? Pep Guardiola, apart from Messi, he's never given that to anybody. I can go back. You can talk about
yeah. It's only to the special players that he gives that freedom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Götze, Grealish, Savio now, even Cherki. I'm gonna be very honest, man. Cherki was one of my favorite players, bro. When he moved, I said anywhere but City. I remember I was like, bro, anywhere but City or Madrid. I would take him anywhere because I genuinely think if he goes any other club, he will absolutely cook, bro. But under Pep likes to micromanage his players too much. He just doesn't let players just be themselves, and that's the problem, right? And that's why Savio, unfortunately, he's not playing. He's not showing his best. It's unfortunate because I still think that there's a player in there, but he needs to return to La Liga before his stars goes to the floor. He doesn't want to be in the same position as what's his name, Anthony was when he left. You understand what I mean, right? Where he kind of just stayed too long, and then eventually his stock just went down until he finally left for Betis. I feel like he has to force the move and realize, at the end of the day, I wanna still save my career because he still has an opportunity. He can still make it in the Brazil team. I don't think he's gonna make the World Cup team unless he goes out on loan in January. So if he goes out on loan in January, and let's say he has Anthony kind of form, goes to Betis, Atletico, Barcelona, wherever in La Liga, right? Just a good team in La Liga, even Villarreal. You understand what I mean, right? Who are cooking right now, right? If he goes to one of those clubs and he absolutely cooks from January to the end of the season, and let's say one of those teams does well, gets top 4, wins a trophy, whatever it is, right? He can still get himself a good chance of getting in the World Cup team because I think that he is that talented. You understand what I mean? But yeah, I mean, as far as City is concerned, man, like going forward, they are good defensively. They need a new defense. They're like Barca. Their defense is just run the course. Ruben Diaz is finished. I'm gonna be real, man. Gvardiol this season has really fallen off from what he was last season. Because last season he was actually okay, right? He was actually one of the players in the defense where I was like, okay, I like him. Even though I don't get it twisted, last season defensively they were bad too. But I don't know what's happened to Ruben Diaz. This guy was one point considered one of the best defenders in the world, and he just one day he just got up and just lost his groove instantly. I don't know what's happened to him, man. I'm gonna be very, very real. Their defense, and there's a lot of players in this kind of Madrid team. I look at and I'm like, you know what it is? I'm saying Madrid, this City team that I'm looking at. I'm like, bro, Pep, this is unlike Pep, right? Keeping some players longer than they should be there, because some players should have been gone. I think guys like Bernardo, he should return to Benfica. I don't know if you would take him at Benfica.
I'll take him. I'll take him. We could use a Bernardo. I'll take him, bro. Yeah.
So yeah. I think he needs to go back to he needs to go back to because I remember one time there was a time I would have taken a Barca, but I'm looking at him now. I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel like our midfield right now, like I would rather go get a Bayern than a Bernardo. And you saw Bayern today. I don't know if you watched the Barca game. Go back and see. He scored the goal for Atletico. Look at his goal. Look at the touch, bro. Man literally, bro, flick it past the keeper. And I was sitting there. I'm like, bro, I was on my chat talking to them. I'm like, bro, Atletico Madrid spent 45 million on Alex Bayern. No, I said 45 for that baller, bro. I'm like, oh, great, just fantastic. Another player that buys the best. But yeah, City. I feel like they're gonna be like this whole season. I'm gonna be very. I know you're worried, no, sir, because I've been hearing. I was watching before I came in, right? I know you're a little bit worried, but I'll say the difference for me is that your team this season, even though you might have bumps in the road, I genuinely think this is not the City that you guys were used to. You understand? Where basically, whenever you draw, even when you draw, you always have to look at the back of your head, like, City can win. You know what I mean, right? This City team genuinely looks so vulnerable right now, especially in their away games. They can literally drop points against anyone. You understand what I mean? So I just think that when it comes to you guys, just don't lose games. Just don't lose games. Just try to be in it. Just be in it and stay around. But don't get it twisted. You don't want to be dropping too much points because Pep is Pep. You understand what I mean? Right? You don't want to give him a lead, a head start. But yeah, that's what I think. I just think that the league this season is so inconsistent. Right? Teams are not that consistent. This is your best chance to win the league. This is probably the best chance you've ever had of winning the league under this manager. Or this season, I'm being that serious. Because the previous seasons, you could say, Pep Guardiola was insane, right? City were insane. That's why you guys lost the league. But this season, that's not an excuse. All the other teams are like this. City, Liverpool are completely out of the title race. So for me, yeah. That's it.
Now we got to win it. Now we got to win it this season. Chelsea fans already saying, how they're going to perform. I think they got Leeds next. How they're going to perform against Leeds and teams like that. So if Chelsea fans feel like their team turns up in the big games and don't turn up in the smaller games, then they expect their team to drop points. City, they've got issues at the moment in being consistent and their defense at the moment. Yeah, it's City, but there's still certain issues there. You know what I mean? Nico's looking tired. The team's not really defending well as a unit. They're dropping points there. You know what I mean? Big up to Never a Foul for the raid, man. Big up to Never a Foul every single time, man. But do you know what I'm saying? So when you've got all of these teams around us that have their own issues of being inconsistent, then we should be able to go there and do what we need to do. Yep. So I'm not really, Arsenal have to take advantage. We have to beat Brentford and we have to keep going on. And then we've got Aston Villa after that. We have to win that as well. Like we have to perform, man. We have to perform. And we have to win it this season, bro, because there's no team that's the clear favorite. Everyone's still within touching distance, which is why I don't get too excited. And that's why I was frustrated of us dropping points to Chelsea. You know what I mean? But now, I mean, we still got time. We're still top of the league. We beat Brentford and we're still 5 points clear. But we need to, you know what I mean? We need to make sure that we just don't drop any more points. Dropping points to Sunderland, dropping points to City and Liverpool earlier in the season, dropping points to Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. Chelsea would still, I think still a lot of them would still want a new goalkeeper, another centre back to play next to Fofana. So they got certain things that they need to correct, but we just need to do our own job, man. We need to rotate this team. I mean, we've got our centre backs out. We need to rotate. I want us to rotate against Brentford. Rotation doesn't mean free hit. Let me just say that. Rotation doesn't mean don't take Brentford seriously, because we didn't take Sunderland seriously and we got punished for that because we dropped points. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we just need to keep going about our business, bro. Like for me, I don't care how it gets done. Just win me the league, bro. Just win me the league, please, bro. Just win me the league, man. Do you know what I mean? AK, what you saying, man? What's your thoughts on Man City today, bro?
Where do I even start? I mean, luckily I was at work. Luckily I was at work, yeah. But I was just looking at the live score, 3-1, and I was like, at halftime, looks like they're cruising. Again, Haaland with the sick volley to score his 100th goal, which brings him up to the likes of Alan Shearer, Harry Kane, Thierry Henry.
He's going to that 100 Premier League goals already.
Yeah, in 111 appearances.
Bro, this guy's going to break the record. He's actually going to break the record, isn't he?
Oh, he is definitely, man. And Foden, man, saved us again. No. I mean, I would say, look, Haaland chipped in goals today. I'm not gonna lie, Haaland's headers again, man. He needs to work on that, man. His headers hit the crossbar twice again, man. What can I say, man, about our strike? Look, our strike force, I am not worried one bit about that. But the main thing that's really worrying me right now, the defense. Our back four. What the hell are we doing? Again, man, Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz, man, but I'll tell you, one of our right back, our left back, and one of our center backs today saved us somehow. But I need to talk about Josko Guardiola here for a minute. That guy, I think, is having one of the worst seasons in the City shirt. He literally is having one of the worst seasons in a City shirt. Man just stood like sub-zero for that Iwobi goal. What the hell was he doing? And Donnarumma, again, piss poor, man. Piss poor when it comes to corners. That guy can't even save corners. But I'm gonna tell you, the last time Donnarumma actually stepped up to the plate was against you Northside, yeah, against Arsenal. He was actually good, not gonna lie. I mean, that was the last time he stepped up against set pieces. He was actually impressive, not gonna lie. He was the man of the match. But today, absolutely piss poor. He needs to work on his corners because Saturday, this weekend, we've got we've got Sunderland, yeah, and it's at home. And I'm right now worried because Granit Xhaka is gonna rip through our defense.
Yeah, listen, man, he's gonna do the job for Arsenal, man. Listen, man. Oh,
I'm literally worried right now, but to be fair, fair play and fair play to Fulham today. What a flipping comeback from 5-1 down. What a flipping comeback from 5-1 down, man. And 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 Fulham's new signing, Chukwueze. What a baller they landed.
Mm.
I wish I wish my club would have looked at Chukwueze and we would have got him, but I'm telling you, Fulham just landed a gem. 2 goals. 2 flipping goals. 2 flipping goals just to get Fulham across the finish line. Almost. Almost. But I'll tell you what, I'm happy. We got the 3 points. We're just 2 points behind Arsenal now. So it was sort of like a very nervy day at the office. But I'm happy we'll take the 3 points. But today's defending, shocking. Shocking. Northside, I'm gonna be honest. If this was a city of old, we would have actually just won this game by 5-1.
Mm.
If it was a city of old, we would have definitely won this game by 5 goals. By 5-1. I mean the scoreline would have been 5-1. Easily. We would have won that today, but
What do you put as a City fan? What do you put down? The fact that you guys have been leaking goals lately, 6 goals conceded in the last 2 games. What do you put that down to? Is it Nico? Is it defense? Is it Vardio? Is it who do you put it? Who do you put it down to? The whole defense as a whole, or individuals, or both?
I have to say uh one, it's on the manager for picking up that back four because if Kusanov wasn't that back four, Kusanov would have been actually been solid. He would actually he wouldn't actually be bullied by Fulham attackers today. But again, man, I need to call this out. I need to call this out. Guardiola, I think he's knackered. I think he's knackered, man. Like, seriously. I think Guardiola just needs to be rested for a couple of games, bring in Kusanov, and put in, and Ruben Diaz today. Look, in some moments, fair play to him. He at least stepped up in our back four. Nunes was actually electric today. O'Reilly again, fantastic. I'm not even disappointed one bit about that. But if I were to pinpoint one defender in that back four, I think it's Guardiola. It has to be Guardiola because he's been piss poor. He's been piss poor lately against Leeds and now against Fulham. I think he needs to be rested. Bring in Kusanov. Make a Ruben Diaz and Kusanov centre back pairing, and I think our problem would be temporarily solved. Even though we are still in the middle of a rebuild, as we're looking at the likes of Anderson from Forest and Semenyo from Bournemouth. And I think Semenyo could be the perfect Savio replacement. I feel because Savio again.
You see, Omar. They're all onto Savio, bro. They're all onto Savio.
Yeah,
Man. They all want
Savio is
bro.
the most hated man right now in City. I see that now. Crazy.
Nah, I hear it, bro. Like, it is what it is, man. Listen, you guys are City. I'm never gonna write you guys off because I know what your club can do. I know what your manager can do. So and I know what my manager fails to do, and that's get the job done in the business end of the season. So until I see it, I'm not gonna get.
Hey, listen, I understand it. People don't get it, and I always say this all the time. Like, you know what it is with some of these fans, right? When they listen to like Northside and like Lee, right? When they're like very cautious, they're like, what is there to be cautious about? Arsenal playing the best football in Europe, this and this and this and this. I'm like, here's the thing, man. If let's say it's like walking through a bridge, right? Well, right. No, sir. If you're on a bridge, right, and let's say you had an incident on a bridge where when you walked on that bridge, the bridge fell. You walked on the bridge 3 times, the bridge fell. This time around, they put steel concrete on it, and they tell you, no, sir, this time it's not gonna fall. What you're telling me when you're gonna walk in that bridge comfortably, or you're gonna be proceeding with caution. That's the thing, bro. People don't understand, bro. If you've been beaten down too many times, eventually you proceed with caution. And at the end of the day, I said this even recently when I was talking about Arsenal on my second channel. I said, I get why a lot of Arsenal fans are excited. They're playing the best football in Europe, and I'll admit that. They've been playing well, defensively, offensively, everything. You understand what I mean, right? Credit where credit is due. But a lot of these Arsenal fans can sit here and say, there are some fans that don't believe. There's some fans that don't believe this and this and this. It's like, well, here's the thing, man. This whole thing that you guys are going through, this is not the first time we've seen it. We've seen you guys have good starts to the season under this manager, where you guys look like you were going to run away with the league, and you flattered to deceive. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. So, excuse me, I'm just saying this from the point of view of the Arsenal fan who's been skeptical. Excuse me if I am coming into this season with a little bit of skepticism, because this manager hasn't shown me that he can get it done. If we get it done, guess what? I'll give him credit. And that's what I feel like a lot of people need to understand. It's not about, these people, they always like to feed off negativity. It's not always about feeding off negativity. I'm a guy that likes to put myself on other people's shoes. If I went through what you're going through right now at Arsenal and Barcelona, you're damn right I would be very, very cautious. Yeah, I'll be happy that we're doing well, that we're looking good, that we're one of the best teams in Europe. I always say all of that. But I'm going to proceed with caution. I'm always going to look at it and say, hey, listen, man, until we get it done, I'm just gonna be taking this one game at a time. That's it. That's it. That's it.
And Northside. Sorry. I will give Pep one bit of credit though. Is at extra time, thank God he took Bernardo off and put in Nico O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly at the 6, Nico Gonzalez as a DM, and wait, sorry. I think he took Foden off and still put in Bernardo. I'm like, Bernardo ain't it. I'm sorry, Bernardo ain't it anymore. In big 2025, Bernardo ain't it. That's all I'm saying right now. Certain members of my fan base would say, "Oh, but Bernardo is Bernardo. Look at Bernardo. He's running. He's tracking his man down. He's keeping the midfield calm and composed." I'm like, I don't know what to say at this point, man. I think I think Viana needs to get rid of Bernardo. He needs to.
Listen, I hear it. Bottle jobs. This is coming from an Arsenal who couldn't even smash 10-man Chelsea. But hey, agenda. Well, you clearly didn't watch my match reaction because I'm an Arsenal supporter,
exactly.
I've got an agenda. So I'll refer you back to my match reaction and go see, what I said after that. And there could be more than one bottle job in the league, bro. there's different types of bottle jobs. You know what I'm saying? So far, my club has been bottle jobs and getting over the line. That's a fact. We've bottled it multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Multiple competitions. You know what I mean? And you guys have been bottling it. You know what I'm saying? You won the Europa League. You thought your team's back. Your team ain't back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me. Get mad at Thomas Frank. Because you see the result.
I can't believe the Spurs fans are actually still talking after what you just did to them, bro. It's crazy. It's like I'm talking to me
on their club, bro. You know, I call my club out all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can say this. You know why? Because I keep the same energy with my own club. And you know what I mean? The match reactions are right there. Just click on, just come out of this video, click, and you can see my match reaction and see if I was justifying that performance. But like I said, it is what it is. Ultimately, let's get on to Spurs actually, because we ain't even really spoke that much about Spurs. I mean, this guy, do you know what this game reminds me of? When I wanted Wenger out in the last 10 years, I wanted Wenger out, and he'll get them results that would prolong him getting fired. You know what I'm saying? And today, really and truly, I wanted the Spurs meltdown, but really and truly, this is great. He gets a draw. If you got a loss, maybe he'd get fired.
Yeah, he would have been sacked. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe this is a good result for the rivals, bro. I want Thomas Frank to stay at your club, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want Thomas Frank to stay the same way they wanted Wenger to stay in the last 10 years. So really and truly, it is what it is, man. Spurs put an absolutely pathetic performance. Bentancur struggling against Joe Linton. Sarr wasn't great. Bergvall missing opportunities. Johnson missing opportunities. It was just poor from Spurs, bro. You're just poor. They're getting cooked. Their fullbacks are getting cooked. The team looking all over the place. Danzo with certain fouls. I don't even know what kind of football these lot were playing. Newcastle need to hang their head with shame because they had
I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know what's going on with Newcastle this season. Northside. I'm gonna be very real. I've been keeping my eye on them a few times. They have this tendency where they play well and they get a big win like they did against Everton, and you're thinking, okay, this should be the shift change, and now we're gonna see something different. And then you get a result like that, a limp result like that against Tottenham, who have not been in form, who've lost 2 games, two London derbies, right? One against Arsenal and the other against Tottenham, Fulham at home. Like, come on, man. They're in the mud right now, and you can't even take advantage. And they're what, 14th? Somewhere like that in the table? Or like, well, I think they were 14 when they played, I think, City. So I think they might be outside the top 10. They might be in the top 10s now. But that's the thing, man. Like, Newcastle haven't been good. Spurs, the manager bounce, that thing disappeared a long time ago. And yeah, for me, when I look at, honestly, bro, when I look at the Spurs team, I don't even think they have a bad squad, to be honest. I think that when they brought in guys like Xavi Simmons had some hype on him before he went to Spurs. The guy was at Leipzig doing his job. Like even Barca fans wanted to see him back at Barca. I'm a very, very deal. But bro, he has not been a good signing. The slightest. Not at all. He's not been a good signing. I don't know what's happened to this guy, man. Like, listen, I'm a better day with you now, sir. Like, I don't want to be disrespectful, but brother, whenever like a player goes to Spurs, right? I always have to question your ambition, man. No, hey, listen, I don't care, man. I know some of the Spurs fans are not gonna like me saying it. And maybe it's because I'm a Barca fan and I'm just used to seeing my club win. I cannot. I don't know what the mindset of a Spurs fan is like, bro. I can't, because I'm like, bro. I always said this. I'm like, you know what it is, bro. If I'm ever in a relationship with a Spurs fan, with a woman who's a Spurs fan, I know you are. I know you are my life partner for life. Because brother, because sister, you're a Spurs fan. You're a Spurs fan. Like, do you understand the hell you have to go through to always support Spurs every single year, believing, and every single year being let down, and you get back up, and you get let down again, and you get back up. Like, I can see why a lot of some of these Spurs fans were actually in tears when they won that league again, when they won that trophy against United, bro. Because dude, just
it's another 17 years before they see another trophy, man. Another 17 years, bro.
No, bro, I'm telling you, man. Like, I'm telling you, some of these Spurs fans, I swear, some of them, their brains got fried when they won that trophy.
I actually disagree with one thing you said. I don't actually think they got a good squad, bro. I think their squad is actually very bad, bro. Like, I don't rate Colomwani. I think Johnson's very limited. Bergvall is a decent player, but he's a young player that they're trying to, put the weight of the club on his shoulders. Kudus is a good player, but they're trying to make him, the number 10 and the number 9, which ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Sarr has a couple of good games. He hasn't been in great form lately. Bentancur's rubbish. Udogie, inconsistent rubbish. Porro's rubbish. Danzo, overhyped, not good enough. And Romero, for me, I still stand what I say about Romero as a defender. Yes, he scored a very good goal today. You can't take it away from him. Very, very good goal. Very good overhead goal. But at the same time, he's somebody that's a liability. He can be a liability. We've seen him be a liability in the past.
The guy, I've never rated Romero, to be honest. Even at Argentina, I don't think Argentina, like, I feel like Argentina recently they started playing him more recently. But there was a time he didn't even start for Argentina when he was actually playing for Spurs every week. Because he had that, like, this is why I'm like, for me, I feel like he would be perfect for Atletico Madrid, for Simeone, because he is the perfect Simeone player. What everything that Simeone wants in his defender, he embodies. You understand what I mean, right? I think if he went to La Liga with Simeone, he could be one of the, he could look like one of the best defenders in Spain, right? Because he's got that aggressivity. But here's the thing: sometimes that aggressivity can be a liability. You understand what I mean? And the problem with this guy is he's got a temper, bro. He's got that aggression about him sometimes, like that unnecessary aggression. Like, I get that defenders have to have aggression, but here's the thing: when I look at a guy like Ramos, as aggressive as Ramos was a good defender. People used to look at the fact that, oh yeah, the guy got red cards. I'm like, brother, if you guys think Ramos was a player who was
an addition to his game.
Game. Yeah, exactly, right. He wasn't just someone that was just clattering legs. Yes, so most of the time he clattered legs and got red cards. But let me tell you something about Ramos, bro. Ramos was an intimidating defender. I was a guy, I was like, bro, if I'm a striker, I would be intimidated by Ramos. Because Ramos just had that aura about him, bro. He just had this aura about him where you just felt like you couldn't beat him. You understand what I mean, right? He just had that in him. And I look at someone like Pepe. Pepe was another one. Pepe was a hardhead. Like, real, you know this. You're Portuguese, right? You know this, bro. Pepe was a hardhead, but the guy was a top. But that's the reason the guy was playing for Portugal at the age of 40. He was 40 years old. He was still starting for your country, bro. Like, what does that say about your defense? I'm just saying, like, that's the thing. You can have aggressivity, but dude, they've been aggressive defenders. But here's the thing, man. Just being aggressive is not enough. The same thing with Raul Asensio at Real Madrid. They tried to call this guy the baby Ramos. I'm like, bro, that's an insult to Ramos, and I'm not even a Madrid fan. I'm like, bro, this guy is nothing like Ramos, bro. Just because you're aggressive and you're in a player's face doesn't mean that you're a good defender. If you're getting cooked every single time, bro, when you are during the game and every single tackle that you're making is a foul, that doesn't make you a good defender. Ramos didn't always foul players whenever he was tackling. Most of the time, he cleanly tackled players. He got the ball.
But this is what I say about fullbacks like Porro. They load up Porro, yeah, and I say, but his best attribute is not defensive. It's actually going forward and whipping in crosses. So I said, how is that a good defender? He plays as a defender. If he was a winger, then it's a different conversation. You know what I'm saying? And every time I see these defenders that their best attribute is actually attacking, what they do in the attacking third, I'm like, but that's not your main game. That's your game is supposed to be defending first. Everything is an addition. Yeah, I mean, but these days they love these fullbacks that can't defend, that they can run up and down with like a headless chicken. Look, at the end of the day, bro, I'll be real with you. Bro. I don't feel like Spurs have got a very good team. I don't feel like they've got a manager that can get the maximum out of this team. I don't know how you've got a defensive manager that concedes so many opportunities week in, week out. Like, what is his identity of football? There is no identity at Spurs. Let's be honest. There is no identity. We don't know what type of football you play. And now that they don't create a whole heap of chances, you see Johnson's not the same Johnson that you saw under Ange. You're seeing a lot of the attackers that used to thrive when you had loads of opportunities, pressing high line. They're volume players. The problem with their squad, they got a lot of volume players. They haven't got a lot of killers in front of goal. And then they've got midfielders that are inconsistent at best in their job. Right. Yeah, Papisar, when he's on his job, he can be very good on his day. The thing is, you can't rely on these players that is on their day. But Bentancur, he's been done for ages, bro. Bergvall, he's a good talent, but he's young. He's young. You can't put that pressure on him. Do you know what I mean? Xavi Simons has not come in and done anything. Let's just be honest. He hasn't done anything. I haven't seen him influence anything. Do you know what I mean? And then you look at Richarlison.
I still think he's a good player. I think maybe it's the manager, bro. He just doesn't know where to put him. But I mean, that's something. Is there a manager that you see right now who you genuinely would not want to see him go to Spurs because you think that if he goes there, he will improve them? Is there a manager right now that you see right now? You're like, if this guy goes there, he's gonna cook over there, and I don't want him to go there.
I wouldn't say cook. I think if they got somebody, they're not
someone good enough, someone that can basically make them decent, good enough to actually.
Yeah, like a Glasner, somebody like a Glasner or Iriola. You know what I mean? Iriola as well. You know, those managers would get a lot more out of this team. But maybe
Glasner
I don't see them getting the Glasner though.
That's the thing. Glasner is one of those underrated managers who I think would actually cook at the Spurs. Well, I don't think you're right. I don't think
he came out the other day. Glasner came out the other day and said we didn't spend enough money. So you already know his mentality. He's like, yo, he wants a big club.
Yeah, bro, the guy just won Crystal Palace the first trophy in the entire history. Was it the first trophy in there?
Yeah. It is, yeah.
The first
trophy major in it.
Two trophies, by the way. Because listen, Atletico considers it a trophy, so we count it as a trophy, okay? 2 trophies. He won 2 trophies in a few months, okay? He took them to Europe. They should have been in the Europa League. They got screwed by UEFA, right? He's actually made them look good. Bro, in his one season he was there, you know, and he was able to do that. I'm gonna be very, very real. I think he's an underrated man. Like people used to remember when people used to have De Zerbi. He is what people thought De Zerbi was.
De Zerbi was, yeah.
Because this guy actually is doing it, and he's doing it for a club at the level of a Brighton, and he's winning. He just won it. He just won it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So for me, Glasner is one of those. And this is the thing. I feel like him coming out and saying we didn't spend enough. Clearly, he's an ambitious manager. He doesn't want to rest on his laurels at Crystal Palace. He wants Crystal Palace to evolve. You've won a trophy. We got to evolve. We got to expand. Make this club better. Take it to the next level. Make them a team that can challenge for Europe constantly. You understand what I mean, right? Put yourselves in there. Because now there's Conference League, there's Europa League, there's Champions League. So now you got 3 European competitions to qualify for. You got to have the squad to do it. And I think that Glasner, he's looking at this team. And this is the thing with Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, bro, is one of those clubs, aside, right? In their lifetime, I'm like, bro, look at the ballers that club has had in the past year. I remember when they used to have Yannick Bolasie.
Yeah.
Bro, when they had Yannick Bolasie, I said, bro, who is this?
Bolasie and Zaha, bro. Cold, bro.
Bro, Bolasie. Bolasie, people have forgotten Bolasie. I remember Bolasie. Bolasie at Newcastle Palace, bro, was one of the best players in the Premier League, bro. My guy dribbling, bro. That was not dribblers better than him in this league at that time. This guy, he was cold, right? And obviously had Zaha, then Olise, then they had Eze. I'm like, bro, and it's crazy. Some of these players, they actually, I remember, didn't they sign Eze from QPR? Because he was a QPR.
Yeah. From QPR.
QPR, yeah.
They running for QPR.
Yeah.
Then they sold him to you guys, what, 60 million? They got Dwight Gale was there too back in the day, before he went to Newcastle, right? Who else did they have? They had a few players. Kabai, remember Kabai
Miles
was there?
Miles Jedinak, Omar.
Kabai was there.
They had Miles Jedinak.
Jedinak. There was another player that they had.
Yeah, Jedinak. Yeah, Miles Jedinak.
Was there. Who did they sign? They signed someone. Benteke was there, wasn't he? I think Benteke was there.
Yeah, Benteke. Yeah, Benteke.
Yeah, they had a few good players. Like Crystal Palace is one of those clubs where people really sleep on them, but the signers they're very good at signing players. I don't know why people don't notice this. They're very good at like scouting, right? The few players they've gotten in, like the Olises and the Ezes of the world, right? I'm like, bro, how do they find these talents? Like they're so good at
get techie ballers. Yeah, that's true.
They do. They get a lot of techie ballers, bro. And these are like street players, like street players. Like look at what Olise is doing at what's his name, Bayern Munich, right? For me, I feel like I feel like Crystal Palace is one of those clubs that, and maybe that's why they don't spend a lot of money, because they just think, you know what, right? We're so good at like the scouting and stuff,
Omar,
right?
I'll tell you why.
We can
Omar,
honor
I'll tell
another
you why.
player.
Omar, sorry, I'll tell you why. Crystal Palace's scouts actually scout the best ballers in the country. They do.
Yeah, no, they do their thing, man. They do their thing, man. But yeah, man. But listen, big up to everyone that's locked in. I'm gonna have to make a phone call. So big up to everyone that's locked in, man. Big up to AK. Omar, shout out your channel, bro, and where people can find you, bro.
Yeah, guys, Omar Talks Football. We're gonna rebranding of the channel now. This is the name of the channel these days. Big up to every single one of you guys. Listen, it's 2026 in a month. I'm trying to get to 5K subscribers. I'm literally about
Guys, do it.
I'm around 38 I think 38 subscribers away from the big 5-0. Right? Get me to 5K subscribers. Listen, man. Y'all can get it done, man. Listen, we've been working, we've been grinding, guys. Just did my reaction to the Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona game, wanna go check it out, guys. But yeah, man, big up to my guy Northside every single time, man.
Big up, man.
Listen, we'll be linking up for when you get to Barca, we are definitely linking up for them for those Barca streams, man. Don't worry about it.
100. You already know.
Oh yeah, Barca side. Hey, I'm telling you,
That was
Northside, you're gonna be so lucky, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
if you go to the
Blaugrana
Barca
side,
store,
God willing,
the
man.
Barca
But listen, big
store,
up AK,
Messi's
man.
shirt is there, bro. Messi's legendary shirt is there.
Nah,
Enclosed,
big up, man.
you're gonna see it.
Nah, big up AK, big up Omar. We're redirecting to